Thank you so much. Amazing. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Secret Lair preview panel. As our lovely MC said, I'm your host, Hillary Thompson, and I am so excited to show you guys what we have in store. But of course, I'm going to bring out a couple of other wizards to help me. Please welcome Steve Sunu, Annie Sardellis, and Ashley Creech. There we go.
Oh my goodness.
Steve's our resident hype man.
Certainly for this panel.
Honestly, yes. I am so excited. All right, so friends, we have so much to reveal today, but I want to start with exactly one single thing that you are excited for.
Oh, it's got to be the second card on slide 1982.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, for me, it's card number 2810 from that one drop.
Yeah.
I think for me, it'll specifically be a new version of a card I cannot wait to put into one of my commander decks.
Ooh, okay.
That's an honest answer.
Yeah, honestly, I was like, ooh, super helpful, actually, legitimately. All right, let's get to it. Team, what is our very first Secret Lair reveal? I think we've got it. Oh.
Real.
Whoa.
Ooh. Some excited murmurs. Okay.
It is pretty cool. Yes, we are bringing back Hatsune Miku to Secret Lair, this time in a commander deck. For those of you that remember, how many, we got any Miku fans in the audience? Yeah, just a couple? All right. As you all know, Hatsune Miku is a vocal digital performer that we worked with to bring some incredible Secret Lair drops a couple years back. And we were so excited to work with Krypton Future Media again to be able to bring Hatsune Miku into Commander. So there's a really great Commander deck that's coming down the line here.
Incredible. All right, let's see our first cards of the day, please. Woo!
Awesome. So up here we have Miku as Trostani, Selesnya's voice, obviously. The deck was constructed by Carmen Klemperens, and it's built around life gain and like go wide tokens, because as the numbers go up on your life, it's kind of like hype, and you're like building this crowd full of tokens. And so it just felt like a really natural, kind of like, you know, cozy kind of way to express being at a concert.
Absolutely. I love it. All right, more cards. Yes.
All right, so here we have some kind of big hitter reprints. Obviously for life gain, there is probably no better angel than the Archangel of Tunes? Tunes? Yeah, it's all right. But basically, we pick a handful of cards from the deck to facelift with Miku in this case. These are just two of them. There are others. But in this case, we wanted to make sure we were picking cards that were iconic, memorable, and also like really heavy hitters for the strategy, or just have really cute names like Song of the World Soul.
Yeah, and like Annie said, there are going to be more previews to come. We're showing you just a little bit today. But I think that video had like a couple more cards that we can give a closer look at.
Yeah, I think we maybe have some basic lands. Ooh. I love these.
These are some absolutely gorgeous lands. We've got both the plains and the forests in the commander deck. It was really important for us to get to have the basics get that full art treatment, because again, so much of the deck is about making Miku's concert feel like something you're actually playing through, and we really wanted to bring that back to the lands. We wanted them to carry that feeling too, so the basics really let us carry the performance all the way back to the mana base, with the landscape itself feeling very connected to Miku.
I love it. All right. Give us the when, where, how can I get my hands on these?
All right, there's a little bit of time to wait, but we've got more previews coming in between that time. Not today, but you'll see them soon. We're going to be dropping this on August 10th at 9 a.m. Pacific time. at the Secret Lair website. So you'll be able to get this. More details to come on sort of all the other things that we left off here, but we wanted to at least give you a little bit of a taste of what it is that you can expect from this deck. So excited for that list to be revealed in full. There's some really, really sweet cards that I think people are going to really enjoy.
I think that's going to be really great. I'm excited. All right, folks, we are underway with 6 cards revealed already. We're only like 5 minutes into this panel. We are going to keep it rolling, though, and I personally have been absolutely dying for this next announcement because next up, we are going to Pelican Town. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on. Let's go. Absolutely. All right, so I feel like this is not this crowd, but for anybody who is not a cozy gamer, since its release in 2016, Stardew Valley has become one of gaming's most beloved indie titles, inviting literally millions of players to cultivate their dream farm, forge friendships, adventure into dangerous mines, and discover all the secret magic hidden in Pelican Town. Let's take a look at some of our first cards. With Concerned Ape living right in Seattle, we invited him into the office to talk through what we wanted to do for each drop. That's right, we have more than one Stardew Valley drop. Yeah.
Yeah, so you might notice this is a card called Stardew Valley. Your eyes do not deceive you. That is a mechanically unique card that we developed just for Stardew Valley. The product architect on this one, Zakil Gordon, who's a name you might recognize from many other incredible Magic products, really, really loves this game. I mean, we all love it, but Hillary and Zakil love it on a different level. This is a wonderful thing that we do, not all the time, but when we really want to make sure it's as authentic as possible, when there's only something that we can do with a new design, that's when it is that we include it. This will be the only mechanically unique card across these 3 drops, but it's really special. So excited to be able to include this here, and glad that we were able to work with Concerned Ape to be able to do a little bit more for this one, which we'll talk about in a bit.
Yeah, so the designer for this card was Cameron Williams, and he was inspired by like the 2 core things you do in Stardew, which is farming and giving people gifts. As you can see, each of those abilities speaks to one of those. And there's also a cute little reference in like the rules text where we write another player rather than an opponent, because we don't view the villagers as your opponents. So
Exactly. The game is about community, not opponents. All right, let's take a look at some familiar faces.
Yeah, and with these familiar faces, you'll very clearly see that we wanted the cards to feel like the social side of Stardew Valley, really leaning into what people love, giving gifts, building relationships, and just getting those little moments where the narrative in these characters really get to shine through. And again, if you couldn't tell already, this entire drop was illustrated by Concerned Ape, which is so incredible, alongside these absolutely gorgeous new frames that we made specifically for this drop to really bring in that game UI feeling as well. I particularly have to talk about Dawn's Truce as Pierre's Truce here. It's truly such a big narrative deep cut there. There are entire fan theories living inside that green teacup, and which we absolutely do not have time to unpack today, but if you know, you know.
oh my gosh. So yeah, the reprint selects here, we chose to sort of reflect that cozy gameplay, that you'd expect from Stardew, right? Kaineos and Tiro are like some of the OG like cozy group hug legends, and the gift mechanic obviously is gift. You got to include it somewhere. And of course, the wedding ring. We get so much use out of this wedding ring. Like, big shout out to Olivia and Edgar for that wedding. We just love this card, and it's just a perfect fit here.
As somebody who has spent literally thousands of hours playing Stardew Valley, I am very happy to see that, at least in Magic, Pierre finally figures out that Caroline loves green tea. All right, let's see some more cards.
All right. Okay, cool. So up here we have Rites of Flourishing and a token, and there are a couple No, there aren't a couple tokens, just this one, right? Anyways, but why do tokens? It's because people really like to customize their tokens, and it felt really appropriate to make sure we have that perfect match for pairing with that unique Stardew Valley card that we saw at the beginning. It's just a kind of like an indulgent privilege every time we get to do a token in a drop.
It's very thematically appropriate. Like, everyone knows year one, the most valuable resource is absolutely food. So speaking of resources, we've made sure to include some cards that you will probably want in your commander deck. Let's take a look.
Yeah, we weren't gonna let Stardew fans down by not doing a Soul Ring here. So one of the things I love about Secret Lair is that we have a chance to work with a lot of different types of artists and a lot of different types of games, movies, television, all of these things that we get to do within Secret Lair. And we know how much fans love Commander, and Soul Ring is such a cornerstone card of most Commander decks that when it is we have the opportunity to do one, when the creative really makes sense, we like to do that. So we were thrilled to be able to get this creative here, and to have Concerned Dave illustrate a Soul Ring was just like incredible. And then also Swords to Plowshares, a staple of any deck that's white wants to run Plow, right? Like, and the creative, again, look at that. It just makes so much sense here in Stardew Valley to be able to include this card. So to have some of these really wonderful staples that we know people are going to love, and these will become their Soul Ring or their Swords to Plowshares, just it's a perfect inclusion that we were happy to be able to get in here.
Some cards clearly just pick themselves. I love it. Swords to Plowshares, perfect nod to the cozy farm life ethos. Which leads us right into our second Stardew drop, into the heart of the valley, Pelican Town itself. Pelican Town is a cozy little community full of local traditions, hidden surprises, stories to learn, and places for you to discover, like lands.
So we have some awesome lands here for this drop. This was a really fun shift because we really get to look at Pelican Town through the locations themselves, and obviously in the game, these places are where players really get to see their own progress throughout the game reflected back at them. So we really wanted the art to really show that history without losing, the everyday charm of the town. The locations are the focus, but the little character details in the art are really what make them feel very active and very familiar, all the way down to George swatting at a butterfly on one of the cards, and then Jas having the most important blue chicken in town.
I'm really happy to see that blue chicken in there. Bless Shane. As a player, you move to Pelican Town away from the big city to discover maybe Pelican Town was the home you were looking for all along.
Yeah, exactly. So here we have Pelican Town as Homeward Path, because like you said, it becomes your new home. Maybe a little too much your home if you played this game as much as I used to. That's all right. And then we're also delivering more Commander staples, and essentially the only thing I'm seeing missing here is the mines, because I don't really remember being outside very much. I was like literally always in the mines.
Yeah, don't worry. We've got those coming up. But first, we've got one more fun card to show you from this drop. Just one.
A non-land in the lands drop. Who would have thought? It's, again, one of those things that we like to do when we design Secret Lair drops is to inject a little bit of fun into it. Crop Rotation is such a great card, but especially great when you include it with those lands and be able to really demonstrate some of what can be done in Stardew Valley in Magic through a name like Crop Rotation. Players are very familiar with that, both Magic and Stardew Valley. So really excited that we were able to get this in here in the lands drop, especially. Very, very fun.
Absolutely. All right, Annie, we're getting to the mines. Stardew Valley isn't only about quiet afternoons and cozy lands. Just north of Pelican Town, the mines offer a very different kind of adventure filled with monsters, rare artifacts, and even more mysteries. So it was the perfect fit for our third Stardew Valley drop.
All right, here we have the Sword of Forge and Frontier as the Galaxy Sword, which just was a very fitting name, and also you might get to search up those lands we just saw. And we have the Big Slime, which of course splits into little slimes over and over, where Mitotic Slime, perfect fit again. And the Royal Serpent, this super long noodly guy, you can't even see the end of him on here, but obviously when you smite monsters in the mines, they drop loot, so there you go.
And across all of these cards we've gotten to show you today, a lot of them have new names on the cards that we all, know and love. It was really important to us to have the names be a big part of the narrative design, because obviously in the game, these names are how the game teaches you what matters, what you pick up, what you're trying to find, what you're suddenly worried is flying at you in the mines. So that authenticity was really the North Star here across all of these drops. And I do have to say, I think Big Slime is probably the most annoying enemies in the game. I still have yet to get my Slime Charmer ring, so I sincerely respect anyone here who has.
It is a huge pain. As we all know, going into the mines comes with its fair share of surprises. You're always going to face something new, but you'll also find treasure, maybe even a treasure token.
I mean, like Annie said, we like to give you the tokens when we can.
Exactly.
Like Annie mentioned earlier, we like to give our players an opportunity to customize their tokens as well as their cards. We don't always have the chance to do it, so when we do, we really, really want to make sure we swing for the fences. And, look at that treasure token. Look at that mitotic slime ooze. They kind of speak for themselves. Really, really amazing, wonderful take on a treasure here. And that's the cutest ooze token that we've done. I mean, it's incredible.
Absolutely. And of course, as we wrap up our Stardew drops, we wanted to end on something truly special. A few more cards with our take on Arcane Signet with the legendary Prismatic Shard. Look, finding your first prismatic shard is like an unforgettable moment. It's incredibly rare, instantly recognizable, and always feels magical. So seeing one of Magic's most iconic artifacts as one of Stardew Valley's most iconic artifacts, it felt like the perfect pairing, really.
Yeah, and then on Treasure Vault, I have to give a special shout out to the Auto Petter as one of the treasures in the treasure room, because it is the most highly sought after treasure in the game. It's for very extremely obvious reasons, because if you don't know, it automatically pets your barn and coop animals while you're away. So it's very, very necessary. One of my favorite treasures, and it's truly just one of the few Easter eggs in this card. And honestly, I'm certain we have not covered all of them across this whole super drop, so I'm really excited to see what you all can find in all of these cards.
Absolutely. I am literally buzzing with excitement. Oh, and be sure to look around on the con floor after this panel. You might spot the traveling cart here in Amsterdam, so be on the lookout. Okay. How do we get Stardew Valley into our homes?
That's a great question. You're not going to have to wait that long. This will go on sale, all three of these drops, on July 27th at 9 a.m. Pacific time, secretlair.wizards.com. It's going to be a really fun thing. All three of these will be there, and maybe something a little extra. Maybe.
Yeah. Can we show one more thing?
Oh, we could show one more thing. This will be the purchase promo for this Stardew Valley drops. You'll be able to find more about this card and how to get it in the announcements on Daily MTG as we get closer to the sale. But what we have here is Puka's Mischief as lucky purple memento. And for those of you who remember that particular thing that's being depicted there, we tried to make that part of gameplay as much as we could.
I like that Marnie's singing her little song. She's happy about it. All right, as we come to the end of our Stardew Valley drops, let's take a look at our card Reveal-a-Thon. We are at 27 cards revealed already, and we're just getting started. So let's take a look at what's next. Yeah, this one's gonna be good.
You guys have heard of this one then?
Yeah, it seems like it. Okay. So we're calling this one the Marvelous Matham Super Drop. I know there's a story with a name that specific.
Yeah, I do want to. Does anybody here know what this means? Okay, cool. This is a deep cut then. Awesome. Matham is a word that was created by J.R.R. Tolkien. It means trinkets or knickknacks that are often given as gifts. We thought it was really appropriate for a Secret Lair Super Drop.
You know, I really think Tolkien would appreciate small collectible objects, something tells me. Okay, so let's see some of what's going to be in this treasure hoard.
So the first thing you're going to see here is a video because this one's a little bit special. So what you have here is the card Arcane Heist. And what we're going to show you today is one or maybe two cards from all of the Secret Lair drops that will be a part of this sales event. So you're going to get one of everything. More previews to come, for sure. Thank you, guy over there or person up there. This is a part of a super drop that uses a very special silvery ink treatment that really emphasizes moments where Bilbo puts on the ring and he becomes invisible. These will be exclusively available in this treatment. They will not be available in traditional foil or regular, just in this really special foil treatment that you will only be able to get here. So very excited to reveal more of these, but I've held these in person. They look absolutely gorgeous. But that's not the only art style that we're covering here this weekend.
No, not at all. Look, Ashley, as somebody that is so devoted to the narrative, I really want to know what is your favorite moment from The Hobbit, because I think we have a card for that.
We might. Thank you so much for asking. My favorite moment has to be the scene with the trolls, which is why I'm so happy that it ended up on the card Stony Silence. This is such a great example of the sweet spot we're always looking for between a card match and a creative. This is the morning after Bilbo and the dwarves run into the trolls, and the sun has come up, and the trolls have been turned to stone. So yes, they are quite literally silent now.
Oh my gosh, I just love the little dwarves all like bundled up. They look so cozy.
Yeah.
But anyways, last time I was on a MagicCon stage, I was hyping up the trolls like legendary card, and they like die into an artifact. But with this Stony Silence, they're like done. They're like done for good.
All right, let's look at some more cards, please. Wait. I thought we took care of that ring.
All right, chill.
Okay.
Not that ring. It's a soul ring. But it ended up in Smog's hoard somehow. Like Smog snatched up all your artifacts out of your commander game, kind of chucked them in his hoard. And again, this is just one of the suite of artifacts that Smog has stole up. And I don't know, maybe Bilbo should have swapped the Arkenstone for one of these. I don't know. Just
All right, let's take a look at our next card.
Next up, we have Diabolic Intent. This is probably the most heavy metal that The Hobbit has ever been. The road to the Lonely Mountain is not all cozy songs and second breakfast. With art direction from Corbin Schroeder, this drop really leans into that heavier, very loud side of the story. I really truly love when we get to use these kinds of art styles and treatments in Secret Lair. And if you happen to remember at the top of this panel, I said that there was a card I was very excited to put into one of my commander decks, and this one is it.
Anybody else excited to use this version of Diabolic Intent? Yeah? All right. One of the cool things about working on Secret Lair, especially when it is that we get to work with a partner, is that sometimes the partners are excited to have us push the envelope a little bit, work in art styles that maybe we wouldn't have the opportunity to do in the main set. This is a really good example of when we can work with a partner and we get this really, really wonderful vision and harmony between us and them, where we get to turn out stuff that's really, really cool. So I love the fact that we got to do this. I love that this exists, and there are a lot more cards that are exactly in this style that you're going to see coming up in the next few weeks.
Very cool. All right, we've already established that we usually don't see tokens in Secret Lair unless it's really thematically relevant, but I feel like The Hobbit is definitely the right material for some fun tokens. Come on, help me out here, Ashley.
I think so. So next up, we have a bunch of food tokens. Of course, what is a Hobbit's life without food? As you can see...
Yeah, we can take a moment.
I absolutely love that everybody is just as excited about this as I am. So for this whole drop, we made a token for every single meal that a Hobbit has during the day. I absolutely love these. Dare I say, we really cooked with these. And I will say some things that are really fun on these is the flavor text really leans into how social these meals are. You know, it's not just about the food and eating, it's really about sharing and hosting and making time for one another amongst the hobbits. We also have these gorgeous frames that really make the tokens look like they've been pulled directly from a Hobbit's cookbook, which is so fun. And then one little fun detail on one of the cards is if you look really closely at afternoon tea, if you look at the tea kettle, you can see the reflection of Gandalf sitting down for some afternoon tea, which is so fun.
So cute. Yeah. So having worked on the Hobbit main set and also on the Secret Lair, I really kept in mind how much y'all like upgrading your food and fellowship deck. That thing is endlessly popular. So I'm really glad we got to make these.
Thank you for that. I am excited. All right, tell us when this drops.
Yeah, this one's going to be August 17th at, you guessed it, 9 a.m. Pacific time. All of these are Mondays also. secretlair.wizards.com, unsurprising, that's where you get your Secret Lair drops. You'll see more cards from all of these drops revealed in the coming weeks, but we just want to give you a little bit of taste here. There's so much more that I wish we could show you, but we do want to make sure that we have so much more in the panel to be able to show as well.
It's true. With that's the marvelous Matham Super Drop, which brings our counter, I think, up to 38 reveals, which is incredible. Are you guys ready for more? Okay. All right. We've got an amazing August ahead of us, but we are also going to highlight a drop that supports philanthropy efforts that Wizards is passionate about, so let's take a look. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you haven't seen or heard about this yet, for our newest philanthropy drop, we partnered with Global Fund for Women, an organization that supports gender justice movements around the world by funding feminist activists and grassroots organizations directly. 50% of the product price of this drop does go directly to Global Fund for Women, so this is a really great chance to support an organization doing incredible work. And outside of obviously supporting a really incredible Global Fund for Women, this is a really great way to celebrate the women of magic in a really intentional way. This drop was created by an all-women team at Wizards, illustrated by all-women artists, and it showcases some of the badass women who make the magic universe what it is.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So I just love all these cards so much. Each one tells such a fun little story. Like, obviously, we have Liliana and all of her fangirls, which we all are at heart, let's be honest. And then there's Selvala passing out or pretending to faint so that, no, I'm just kidding, that Vivian would carry her. I don't know what's going on there. But obviously we got Lathril, one of the most powerful elf commanders ever made. We got a whole Breya and Sahili team up on that Soul Ring. And my personal favorite has to be, what's her name? Queen Linden, yeah, hanging out with her daughter Rowan, and we all kind of know how that story went. Pretty tragic, but it's just it's cute here. So I just love these so much.
Incredible. All right. Also, if you want to know more about how this particular drop was made, tune into the panel hosted by Women of Wizards this evening from pitch to print at 5:30 today in the showcase room. And tell us how we can get our hands on this drop.
Yeah, there are two options to get your hands on this drop. Today and through the rest of MagicCon, you can order the drop digitally at the Global Fund for Women booth and have it shipped wherever you need it to go. And then obviously after the show, it will be available on the Secret Lair website from July 20th to August 3rd.
Very cool. I'm excited. Oh, thank you. All right, next up we have a totally normal, nothing to see here super drop. There's nothing weird about this one. We turn our attention to the world of Marvel superheroes with 4 Secret Lair drops, and these are all part of the August Super Drop, which we're not suspiciously at all calling a perfectly normal Super Drop. So let's begin with Earth's mightiest pets.
I mean, you want some pets. These are the ones that you want,
These
right?
are some good pets.
I really love that we're able to play in some of the in-between spaces for some of the main sets that we do. So Marvel superheroes, incredible breadth and length of the Marvel universe. We get to focus on what's really important, the pets of Marvel. I do also really want to call out that we get a chance to play in some spaces that are really, really cool. I mean, that Titanic Ultimatum is by Jeff Miracola. Jeff Miracola, who has done some incredible art for Magic proper, getting to illustrate Lockjaw and Throg and all of those wonderful pets on one card. Just oh, so good.
Yeah, we found some really fun reprints for these cards. I'm very jealous of Moon Girl getting to hug Devil Dinosaur and that commune with dinos. Of course, Throg gets the mighty lightning bolt, and our favorite little teleporting dog on Ephemerate. And again, there is nothing more Titanic than the Pet Avengers. So
Yes, and I heard somebody in the crowd yell Jeff, so I'm very excited that somebody else out there is a Jeff fan, just as I am. I mean, what more could you want than a literal shark tornado? It is the perfect card match for him. Jeff he's a very small shark, but the shark problem that your opponents will have to deal with when you play this card certainly is not.
Amazing. All right, let's take a look at our second superheroes drop, which I think is a little romantic, maybe? It's got some romance flavor in here.
It is. This entire drop has an amazing romance cover treatment, art directed by the amazing Aliana Rude. We're starting off with Thrill of Possibility with Rogue and Gambit. Personally, one of my favorite Marvel couples. Their romance truly has had such a push and pull where danger is kind of a little bit of a part of the appeal. So this card is a really fun place to see them on. And just as a romance reader myself, I would like to read whatever book this is immediately.
Absolutely.
oh my gosh. Yeah, here we have True Love's Kiss. Aw, cute. It's like The Thing and Alicia Masters having a moment. Unlike the story of a True Love's Kiss where you smooch the person who's turned to stone and they turn back, obviously The Thing is already perfect, so he says The Thing.
I love it. Let's see some more.
Yeah, next up, we've got Captain America and Peggy Carter on Savor the Moment, which, come on, it's got so much romance drama built into it, which is so perfect. So this card really lets us lean right into that really big, bittersweet romance of two people who would absolutely take any extra moment together they could get.
Emotional damage.
I'm such a big fan of the original Young Avengers run by Alan Heinberg and Jim Chung. So to be able to get Wiccan and Hulkling on a single card was just very, very, very cool. Love those characters. They have an incredible story. If you haven't read it, please do. But really, really cool that we got to represent them here in this Secret Lair drop as well.
All right, next up we have Happily Ever After. We're getting a lot of Eldraine reprints here. It's kind of awesome. With Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. Congrats to the bride and groom. I know they've been through a lot, but I think they're going to live happily ever after. I don't know. How are they doing?
Honestly, they are having a great life now.
Okay.
Now, this next card is a romance I was really hoping we'd get to see in a Magic card.
I mean, come on. Come on. This is my favorite card in the drop, not just because, one, it's Thanos and death, which is, if you know, you know. But also just the ability to match a card name to a creative concept as perfect as this. It's something that we love to do in Secret Lair, and when we really, really nail it, we know. This is one where we hope the fans love how much love was put into this card.
Absolutely. It's great. All right. We are going to keep moving along. I think your friends will be green with envy that you've been the first people to see our third Marvel superheroes drop. We're going to take you straight into some more cards. featuring our favorite green superhero.
It's the Hulk. You got to put the Hulk on anger.
Yeah.
You wouldn't like him when he's angry. This is a really, really cool drop that showcases the Hulk's history. So there are more cards coming. You'll see them. But it gave us the opportunity to work with a lot of Marvel Comics artists that worked on the Hulk and have worked on Marvel covers throughout their long history in illustration. You see here on Natural Growth by Kevin Nolan and Anger by Mark Bagley. Those of you that followed our Spider-Man drops know that he also did a Venom drop for us. So this is the same artist from that Venom drop. Really, really cool. And there are some really amazing callbacks to Hulk's long history in the Marvel Universe on the next slide.
Nice. Yeah, we found even more cards that make your guys bigger and do more damage. Like literally the most fitting cards for hulking out at the table, right? But you can't do that without finding some lands. So our Search for Tomorrow here was our ramp pick with art by Jim Chung and J. David Ramos, showcasing the Hulk as Maestro, his future self.
All right, 3 down, 1 to go. The focus of our final Marvel Superheroes drop, featuring, I think it's Dan Hip.
It is, yeah. So our final Marvel Superheroes drop, we got to work with the amazing Dan Hip, who a lot of you may know from his comics work and just huge body of Marvel work. We were really excited to have him back after his Magic debut in the Secret Lair Countdown kit on Questing Beasts last year, especially for a drop like this, because Dan truly knows these characters so well. So it was absolutely amazing to get to see his take on them.
All right, let's see some artwork. Let's see some cards.
Okay. So we have Man-Thing as Bristly Bill. Even though Man-Thing sounds a little spooky, looks a little spooky, he's actually got a very kind soul. And so you can see how Dan Hip has expressed him here, being rather protective of his little buddy there. And then we have Mr. Sinister as Endrick Sar, you know, the guy that makes all the thralls, except in this case, we're making all his little mini clones.
Love it. Love little guys. All right, let's take a look at some more cards.
Yeah, if you are a Black Lotus badge holder, you might notice that training grounds from your preview event last night, but we were able to get some characters in here that we might not have seen as much of in the Marvel Superheroes main set. So getting Training Grounds as the X-Men's Danger Room, getting Mystical Dispute because we can't help putting Doctor Strange on counter spells, and an offer you can't refuse, which is just so thematic with Charles Xavier making the call to the X-Men. It's such, again, that lovely creative alignment between the name and what's going on in the art. Just really, really love this one, and Dan Hip did such a great job putting his spin on these characters here.
Absolutely. All right, let's check out our Reveal-a-Thon counter. We are all the way up to 60 cards revealed. That is so many. That's like a card a minute. And there's still even more to come. We move away from Marvel Superheroes and shift into a different kind of beat.
I mean, let's just show them the first card because it's what you expect.
Honestly,
right?
at this point, yeah. I mean, Lofi Girl.
I mean, look, you want to talk about where a card that, like, you have to get on there, an image that you have to nail, it's this one. This is really where we started from for development of this drop. It's that iconic Lofi Girl pose that we all know her for. Careful Study's such a great fit for this image, and all the other pieces of art and design kind of flowed from this. Lofi Girl was such a great partner in helping us to identify a lot of the really cool deeper cuts of how the character's been shown and depicted, and we were really excited to bring those to light throughout this entire drop.
All right.
More cards. So with Lofi Girl, once we had that iconic study set up, really established, these next cards really let us, zoom into the pieces that make that routine feel very familiar every time you go back to it. We've got cozy headphones on Paradise Mantle, which really just getting at the music and the focus at the center of the music stream, and putting Lo-Fi Cat on Felidar Guardian, which was truly so perfect because that cat is certainly the guardian of the whole study setup. And we know how much you all love cats. We do as well, so it's very exciting. I love it so much.
And rounding off this Lofi Girl drop, we have a gorgeous reprint.
Yeah, right here we have Starfield of Nyx, which we haven't seen in a minute. It's a very unique card that animates your enchantments. But the one thing that I'm confused by is why is she out of the house?
Well, this shows a moment from one of her music videos. It's called Snowman,
Okay.
and it was something that the Lofi Girl team were able to share with us a lot of the deeper cuts. Like I said, they were wonderful partners to work with. We felt so very lucky to be able to work with them to bring their character into Magic, and an image that so many of us have seen while we're sorting cards over and over and over again. So just very happy to be able to work with them. So grateful for them as wonderful partners to be able to bring these cards to our fans.
I'm gonna have to check that music video out. I'm really excited. All right, our August Super Drop continues still. Focusing on two amazing artists. First up, we have Jean Luan Yang, which I am really excited about.
Yeah, Jin Yang is an incredible artist and cartoonist. He is the author of a book called American Born Chinese. He has done work with so many different comic books and as a writer, and then doing his own stuff as a cartoonist, that when we had the opportunity to work with him, we really wanted to do something that was near and dear to his heart. So we'll see a little bit more of that as we reveal the first card.
All right, more cards, more cards.
Okay, so in this drop, we sort of have Jean's take on the story of Journey to the West. And so up first, obviously, we have the Monkey King here as Kibo for any Monkey and Ape Commander enjoyers. This card was first printed in Jumpstart and has been one of my secret favorites this whole time. So I'm happy to see this here.
Yeah, and across this whole drop, Jean's style just does so much character work here, which exactly what you'd want with Journey to the West. All of these characters have so much history behind them, and he makes each one feel so immediately distinct, especially Pigsy, who is truly just operating at an incredible level of appetite and outrage, which I feel very personally connected with. And on all these cards where we have flavor text, we did get to work directly with Jean, which is such a rare treat because the storytelling really gets to come through, not only on the art, but also the flavor text on the cards, which is so fun.
I love it. And wrapping up this drop, I think we have a quest.
Yeah, there's a quest for renewal in here. Makes a lot of sense based on the source material that we're working with. And also, it gave Gene the chance to put all these characters that he had done those wonderful profile pictures of on the legendary creatures in a single card. So really great way to wrap up the drop. Really, again, really thematic, really authentic to what it is that the story wants here.
All right, we are going to move on to our second artist focus drop featuring the incredible work of Robin Eisenberg. Ashley, please tell us about Robin.
Yes, if you don't know who Robin Eisenberg is, she is an artist and animator from Los Angeles, and I've personally been following her work for quite a while now, so I was over the moon when we got the chance to work with her for her Magic card debut. The whole team was so excited because she really brings such a strong point of view to every moment she draws, and with the cards that you will see in just a second, they really do feel like they've been pulled into Robin's version of the multiverse.
Let's take a look at some of these cards.
Yeah, first up we have Sage of Hours and Orvar the Allform. One of the really fun things about this drop is that we really wanted the card choices to feel like a very natural match to Robin's style, which again you'll see more of in a second. But it really comes through on these two specifically. Orvar really gave her, this strange, larger-than-life presence to really build from, and Sage of Hours giving her kind of the time and focus and control as the whole visual idea. And these turned out so good. I will absolutely be running these in the decks that I have, and I frankly wouldn't be surprised if this becomes my next commander deck build.
I mean, I know extra turns cards can cause a bit of drama, but I will say at least Sage of Hours it is my personal favorite, so we'll let it slide. Basically, Orvar is also known for doing a bit of infinite shenanigans with cloning, so I guess we're just looking at two cards that can go infinite, but if you're going to do that, you might as well do it in style.
I feel like this says a lot about your play styling.
I'm sorry.
These are gonna look so great on a board. I've been following her for a while as well. Let's take a look at some more of these beautiful cards.
I mean, you can go infinite. We got to give you some of the tools to do that. Slip Through Space, such a great card for this drop. That again, that wonderful alignment of art style to card name to effect. We get that in triplicate here with Slip Through Space, See Double, and Sway of the Stars. Sway of the Stars, really, really thematic here, really, really fun card. See Double really allows you to play in that Orvar space, and Slip Through Space allows you to target that Sage of Hours to get one of those precious counters on there, draw a card to refill your hand. Really, really happy with how this turned out, and we hope that people really dig the artwork and the theme that we were going for.
I'm gonna have to play more blue, it sounds like. All right. We are running short on time, but our Reveal-a-Thon counter is still going strong. I think we're up to 75 cards, which is crazy.
That's a full standard deck plus a sideboard.
Exactly. All right, it's time to pay tribute to another wonderful artist, Ian Miller, and yes, also coming out with the August Super Drop.
Yeah, Ian Miller has had such a long history with Magic. His first card with us was back in Visions, and then we reprinted it again in Modern Horizons 3 pretty recently with his art on it. So really, really long history, not just in Magic, but in fantasy illustration as a whole. So when we had the opportunity to work with him to try to figure out what he wanted to draw, what would bring forward, some of his favorite illustration styles and what he wanted to draw, it was really wonderful to be able to do that. You might recognize some of his work more recently from the Damnation and Double Masters. He also did a Kozilek Butcher of Truth borderless and some select showcase cards in the original Cauldron. So I don't want to take up too much more space talking about how great Ian's art is. We should probably just show you. So let's take a look at the first card.
First up, we have Shivan Dragon, one of Magic's original iconic dragons that I'm sure some of you may recognize. What I really love about this drop is that Ian Miller truly brings so much fantasy history and imagination back into Magic with him. And across this drop, you will see the flavor text he wrote completely himself, which is such an amazing piece of this because you truly get to see his entire vision across the art and then also the little bits of story in the flavor text.
Sabo Tavok, one of the earliest villains of Magic. Gosh, Ian's style works so well for this, and I think one of the things that's really great about it is when you see it at card size, it looks incredible, but when you see it blown up on a big screen, right? The screen's behind me? Okay, great. When you see it blown up on a big screen like this, you can really appreciate all those little details that Ian puts into this. I'm sure those of you that have seen his borderless Damnation or his borderless Kozilek have seen a lot of those details up close. This looks incredible at card size, and all those details really combine at card size to make something that's just truly, truly special. So excited to have Ian to be able to bring his take on Sabo to this particular drop.
Let's look at some more of Ian's cards.
Nice. All right, so we had one dragon, but here's another. It's Corvold, the Fey Cursed King, who first debuted in those Eldraine Brawl decks. I keep getting all the Eldraine cards. It's fine. I love Eldraine. But Corvold is not to be messed with. This guy is one of the toughest Jund commanders out there, and this is kind of the baddest art you can get for him, if I'm being honest.
Absolutely. All right, more. We need more cards.
Yeah, we're bringing Animar back to Secret Lair, and this time it's got fresh new Ian Miller artwork. Animar Soul of Elements is one of those commanders that never gets old. Introduced in the original Commander pre-constructed decks, this card has gone on to do some really great things. Everybody that I talk to seems to have some sort of take on Animar, and especially with Lore and Eclipse coming out, has become even more popular with that elemental creature type. So the fact that we're able to get a new copy out there with this incredible artwork that just feels so thematic, very, very fun, very cool, and so happy that we're able to bring more of Ian's work to Magic the Gathering.
Excellent timing, absolutely. All right, so all the Marvel superhero drops, the Lofi Girl drop, and all 3 artist super drops are part of this incredible August. Your perfectly normal super drop, Steve give us the deets.
All right, you got a little bit of time to prepare for this one. This one's going live August 26th. Again, that is a Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific time on the Secret Lair website. That's secretlair.wizards.com. We've shown it a lot of times here, but you'll get more information about this sale, a little bit more on what's being offered and when and how and all of that good stuff on Daily MTG as we get towards the sale. But as always, I really want to encourage you to go to the Secret Lair website, put your name down for that email sign up so that you can get these updates, get reminders as to when these are coming out.
Excellent. All right, friends, we are really sorry. Honestly, because we've got no more brand new Secret Lair cards to show you. I know, I'm sorry, it is tragic. But on the plus
They
side...
wouldn't let me. I asked.
I know, yeah.
They wouldn't let me.
We've been able to reveal a grand total, though, of 79 cards. That's been great. I mean, yeah.
All right.
So thank you guys.
Wait,
We've had a wonderful-
how about, hold on. Okay, they told us we couldn't show any more cards, but we could show them something.
Are you gaming the system right now?
I mean, look, Gamer's got a game, right?
Yeah, fair enough. All right.
We're Magic players, that's what we do.
It's true. Do you guys want to see one more thing?
One more? But no, hold on. Do you want to see it? I need to hear that you want to see it.
We want to know. We could just leave.
There we go.
Thank you. All right. What can we even show them?
I mean, you said no cards, so what about 3 pieces of art from a upcoming and unannounced Secret Lair superdrop?
Oh,
we could do that.
Ooh. I think we can do that.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna need y'all to help out with this one. I don't want to say it all on my own. All right, are you guys ready? By the power of Grayskull, I
have the power.
Let's go. Hopefully that comes up on YouTube where we can hear you guys. All right. But anyways, there you go.
All right.
We have another piece to show you, though.
We do. We're going to be a little bit bad.
And because of the rule of threes, we have to show you one more.
It's true.
This piece by fan favorite artist Jack Hughes. And if you haven't figured it out yet, I think we have one more slide.
I think we do. Yeah, all right. If you guys haven't figured it out, this is what's coming up. We are now truly, in fact, done for real this time. I want to give a huge thanks to Steve, Annie, and Ashley for being with us. Thank you all for continuing to be part of the Secret Lair journey, and have a fantastic rest of your MagicCon.
Thank you all so much.
All right.